What's going on, guys? This is Raymond Iron by McKinney, and today I want to talk about how I view coincidences. When people talk about things like they think about someone, and then the phone rings, and it's that person. Many people would call that, well, it would happen anyway. That's coincidence. I want to tell you right now that every moment of your life, every moment in this life, is a coincidence. Every moment is a coincidence. Every experience is a coincidence. Coincidence, everything coincides with one another, guys. Everything parallels, everything's interconnected. Though it appears physically separate, everything's energetically connected and entangled. When you're thinking about someone habitually, you're gonna interact with them in some way, whether it's through the phone, whether it's on the street somewhere, at a restaurant, however it's going to show up. And people will still say, well, what would happen anyway? You're right. It was going to happen anyway. Everything happens coincidentally, guys. Everything is coincidence. Everything coincides. What you put your focus on, that's what manifests. When you focus on coincidences, everything shows up as coincidence. There are no accidents. And when you focus on things that appear random, things just, to you, appear random. So why not put your intentions and focus on things that you want to experience, rather than just trying to prove to people why this or this doesn't work. Who cares? You're never gonna satisfy. You're never gonna change anyone outside of you. All you can do is change yourself. You can also change yourself in relation to that person. Say if you see someone skeptical about you, you only have something in you that there's something skeptical within you. When you change that skeptic within yourself, that person reflects that behavior correspondingly and accordingly. So if you want to see someone believe you or who's on your side, you need to change your image of that person, your inner image of that person. You're not manipulating. You're only changing the conception of yourself in relation to that person. And that person mirrors back. Like a cascade effect or a holographic effect. Everything that your self-concept. When you change your self-concept, everything outside of you, nothing's outside of you guys, everything's interconnected. Everything behaves simultaneously, holographically, relatively, and instantaneously. Everything mirrors itself. Collective consciousness mirrors itself. Collective consciousness experiences its own doubts, its breakthroughs, its religions, its country, any of these things. These are all labels that collective consciousness has imposed upon itself. That our true nature is collective consciousness, and we put these labels. Like me, I'm fused with this state of consciousness, state called Raymond. Raymond is just a state. This physical manifestation of Raymond is just a mental state occupied by consciousness. And that goes for you too, guys. Same for everyone in this entire universe. Everything's interconnected on all dimensions. Collective consciousness experiences itself in all shapes and forms in all dimensions, on all relative levels of consciousness, of itself. And all I'm getting with this, guys, is choose what you want to be. What do you boldly claim yourself to be? That's how your physical experiences show up. Every seeming physical action you take, whether it's like receiving money or exchanging money, driving your car, you cannot do these things without an occupant perceiving these experiences. Collective consciousness renders mental states, and mental states bring forth the physical manifestations on the screen of space and points in time, and that's literally how we. That's how patterns are always forming, guys. We're in a pattern. We're experiencing patterns moment to moment. What we dominantly focus on, even when we try to resist something, we're actually putting our focus on something that we're trying to resist. Like, oh, I don't want to focus on that. But yeah, just like even the things like you don't want to, even though the things you're trying to resist, just notice them and turn your attention away from them. Notice them and literally put your attention and energy on something else that you would love to experience. You're just giving life to states, guys. You and I are collective consciousness. Everything is collective consciousness experiencing itself and affecting itself in all shapes, sizes, and forms. So claim what you want to be. Whether it's boldly affirming, like you really mean it. Eavesdrop and listen to someone as if you are becoming that person. Scripting, just to being able to see words to help your mind to process words better. Because the whole point, guys, is all these techniques, if they resonate with you, they work. They only work if they resonate with you. The reason why maybe some people say, well, this law of assumption doesn't work is because they're applying stuff that doesn't resonate with them. This stuff works, guys. It must resonate with you. It has to resonate with you. Even if all these people say manifestation works, guys, it has to resonate with you. Doesn't matter how many. Well, let me rephrase that. Just because you see things like success stories, yes, they're very helpful. But you have to experience for yourself to truly believe that this stuff works for you. It works, guys. I've tested it. It works. And again, like I said, everything's a coincidence. Everything coincides based on how you put your focus on. What you put your focus on, that's what gives life to that state, to that mental state at a point in time, and on the screen of space. So yeah, boldly claim whatever you want to be. Change the way you perceive the world around you, and the world mirrors holographically and relatively how you see yourself. Worlds were framed by the word of God, or omnipresence. All-knowing omnipresence. You're just moving through frames, guys. You're just moving through states of consciousness moment by moment. Even as my lips are moving, I'm moving through frames by the word of God, or omnipresence. So, claim what you would be. Literally. It's literally that. Persist in the assumption that you are what you would desire to be. And if it feels too overwhelming to say, I'm a millionaire, just focus on things that seem more tangible to you. Such as like, I'm always, something like, you're always finding just money. Just something as simple as like, I'm always finding money. Even things like pennies or dollars. Let those be signs and proof to you that your manifestation is working. Even the smallest of things that seem relatively small, those are actually signs that will help convince you that your manifestations are working. And again, the signs have no power in themselves, guys. They only help reflect who you are inside. You give life to everything, even the pennies and dollar bills and everything, relative to you, relative to your inner perception, your inner assumptions. So yeah, guys, claim what do you want to be. You're just moving through states based on your inner claims, your inner assumptions. So I hope this video helps, and I bless you all, and happy manifesting.